Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel Concept Tech 2018. I am Dr. Sunanda Manke and this video is a part of the series on online electronics laboratory, and in this part we'll discuss the lab exercises on signal generators. The assignments in this part includes the oscillators. Here we'll cover both RC and LC oscillators. In multivibrators, we'll do experiments on all the three multivibrators: bistable, monostable and astable. And we'll see the working of 555 timer as monostable multivibrator and as astable multivibrator. The next assignment is monostable multivibrator. Let us see the operation of the circuit in monostable mode. In monostable, trigger pulse is given for switching to quasi-stable state and it switches back to its stable state, and you can observe on the function generator we have given 1 Hertz frequency and we are increasing the frequency of the trigger pulse, thereby the speed of switching is increasing here. So, we can control the frequency of the output. Speed of switching can be controlled by changing the frequency at the trigger. We are changing it. We have changed it to 7 Hertz, 8 Hertz, 10 Hertz, 11 Hertz. We are increasing the frequency, you can observe, and after some time it will not be visible for us to see the switching because switching will become fast. We will not be able to see it. Let us reduce the switching frequency and you can observe. As you reduce it, the switching will reduce. See, it is 0.8 Hertz. So, it goes to quasi-stable state, comes back, again goes to quasi-stable state, and it is at the stable state now. This is the quasi-stable state and this is the stable state. It automatically comes back to stable state. Again it will go to quasi-stable and it will come back to stable state. That is how monostable multivibrator works. Because we are applying continuous square wave, it is getting continuous trigger pulse and so it is switching and coming back to its stable state. The trigger is applied only to one of the transistors here. Now let us see how 555 works in monostable mode. We have connected an LED here also. We have just one resistor and one capacitor and power supply and ground connections as given in the circuit diagram, right? Now what we'll do is we have connected pin number 2 to the pulse input. You can see here, this is pin number 2. You can see the wire. Pin number 2 connected to the pulse input here. So whenever we'll apply pulse signal, LED will glow and it will come back to off state, that is stable state. Let us apply a pulse here. Pulse input, it glows and it goes back. So quasi-stable state and comes back to stable state. This is the monostable multivibrator, 555 timer working in monostable mode. The monostable multivibrator, its working is observed on the trainer kit. In case of monostable, one is stable state and one is quasi-stable state. When this LED glows, it is the stable state, and when this LED glows, it is quasi-stable state. When this LED glows, after some time, it automatically comes back to stable state. A trigger pulse is applied to switch from stable to quasi-stable state, but there is no trigger pulse required and the multivibrator comes automatically to its stable state. And this has been observed on this kit. A trigger pulse input is given and the LEDs were switching according to the trigger pulse given. The same experiment was done on 555 timer. Here the 555 timer circuit is a monostable mode circuit. The input is applied on pin number 2 and an LED is connected at pin number 3. So whenever a pulse is given at pin number 2, LED glows for some time and it switches off, indicating that the multivibrator has come back to its stable state. I hope now it is clear to you how this monostable multivibrator circuit works. Thank you.